Kipu Cord Winder. It is a 4-hook cord winder for twisting cords. It has a handle which I'm holding with my right hand. It has a rotating handle which you can either turn away from you or towards you, depending on the twist you need. And it has a brake pin which is located in a hole indicated by a notch. It has 4 hooks which independently rotate, and then when the brake pin is pulled out, the whole head rotates in the opposite direction. You'll see that this comes supplied from the workshop, and you can tie a knot in it wherever is suitable, and this is for tethering onto the near end, or a table or a bench at this end. This is the out end. It needs to be attached to something really stable, because there's going to be a lot of tension on this when the cord is being wound. It's set up with 4 individual hooks, and these need to be in alignment with the 4 hooks on the winder. Obviously these will be some distance apart from each other when the cord is being made, but these out end needs the hooks to be this distance apart. To prepare the kipu for winding, I'm tethering it to something stable at this end. I'm making sure that the brake pin is in so that the rotating head is stable, and this handle is on the table, which means that the whole winder is nice and stable, ready to add the yarn to the hooks. When preparing to twist a cord, you can either go off a cone, and in which case you will set it up like this on the bottom right hand hook and take it round and out to the out end. Alternatively, you can go from a ball in your hand. This is a double knitting cotton, and I'm going to tie an overhand knot and place it on the right hand hook, walk up to the out end with my ball of yarn, round the right hand hook on the out end and back to the hook on the left hand bottom, and then tie another overhand knot. I can do the same on the top pair of hooks. Take your ball up to the out end, around the hooks, come back and tie onto the top left hand hook. Cut off the ties, make sure they're not too long, otherwise they will interfere within the elements, and make sure that these are of a similar tension. Then you're ready to wind another cord. I'm now going to take the tethering cord off and wind this cord. I'm working with this rotating handle in my left hand, and I'm taking the handle away from me as this is an S-twist yarn. I don't know how many turns I'm going to do on this particular yarn, but it'll probably be something like 60 turns from what I've done before. So I'm just going to estimate up to about 50 and see what it looks like. I've done 40 turns now, And you'll start to see that I'm walking in towards the out end. It's pulling me in, but I'm keeping the whole piece under tension. It is some twist is going in on the yarn, and if you want to test how much twist there is, you can actually see how much it twizzles up. Oh, that's not showing very well. We'll do that again. I'm going to do some more twist now. I've now done 60 turns. It is still drawing me in, and I think I need some more turns. When the handle starts to get tighter and harder to work, you'll realise that you've done enough twists on your yarn. It's now getting harder work, and I think I'm going to say that that's probably it. If at this point I do this, you can start to see that it twizzles up quite tightly at this end, and so there's quite a lot of twist in there. I'm going to take the break pin out, and I'm taking the handle in the same direction, and this is counter twisting, and my S twist yarn becomes a Z twist cord. I don't need to count the number of turns I twist on the counter twisting. I usually just twist it enough until the cord comes up to the knots at this end. Take it off the hooks, place the cord winder somewhere safe, and then tie an overhand knot here, and there you have a twisted cord. And at this end I'm going to place a holding tie in the loop that's at this end. With a single knot. So that is 4 ends of double knitting cotton to make a cord. I'm now going to wind the cord, so I'm taking the tether off the back. As a left-hander, I'm going to wind the cord, rotating it away from me, because this is an S-twist yarn. And it's a 3 metre length, and I'm going to do approximately 50 turns on the 3 metre length, and I've estimated this because of the type of yarn it is. I've just done about 20, and you'll start to see I'm moving in towards the out end. I'm keeping it under tension at all times, and it's drawing me in. I've now done 40 turns, and it's starting to get harder work. At this point I now take the break out, but I'm holding the head slightly as I do it, because there's so much tension in here. You'll start to see that it'll turn and start rotating the opposite direction. This is counter twisting, and I'm turning the rotating handle in the same direction but still keeping it under tension. In fact, it will grow in length at this point as the twist comes out. And you'll see that an S twist yarn has become a Z twist cord. I don't need to count the number of twists at this point. I just twist it until it's up near the knots at this end, and you'll find that that's about enough. I then take this off the hooks, placing the hook, the winder on something stable, and then tie an overhand knot at this end to stop it unravelling. At this end you can either just take it off the hooks and tie a knot, or what I usually do is to put this onto a single hook and tie a holding cord at the end with a single knot. And there we have a twisted cord. So a 3 metre length of cord has probably shrunk by about 25%.